Okay, this might be a two-parter. Real quick, overview. This is my front panel. I'm just kind of playing around with it, so I'm learning. Main power, stock, factory, counter. This shows that the motor is turning and the pump is turning. This shows that it's compressing, it's loaded or unloaded, and this is the okay to go. That's that relay I was telling you about. And this is my master's on off switch. So all we have left factory is main disconnect, 24 volt fuse, 220 fuse, main multi-contactor, that's stock, that's original. That relay I'm not using, but it's the stock one. And then I bought that one, which I'm using currently, again for a different setup, but I'm just using that one. But you can use this one. You'll just piggyback a single circuit or two circuits onto one relay set. So anyway, we've got 220 coming in, 240 coming in, 240 coming out, and then that goes directly back to the VFD. So you turn that on, that turns on VFD power, and these other two are 220 that come up to fuses out, which come down to 24 volt power in, and then 24 volt AC out. So that's what your cabinet's going to look like. All the motor wiring blocks are gone. The main start contactor and overload is gone, which would have been right about here. So all that's gone. I'll use it for something, but I don't need it for what I want to do. So we have 24 volts coming out. It comes all the way over here to the 24 volt fuse. 24 volt fused coming out. We have it one directly coming out to main contactor, and I'll explain this. It might take a couple of videos because I don't have a lot of phone storage, but we've got a main coming out to normally open 13. Yes. That is the unloader valve power. Then we have a second red coming out of 24 volt, and that comes around to here, and that is the temperature over temperature switch. You may or may not have this. If you don't worry about it. You'll, instead of the switch wiring, it'll just go straight to your green switch if you want to keep it. And you'll have to figure out which, how your green switch works and all that stuff, but you'll figure it out. If I can figure this out, you can. So we've got 24 volts through the switch coming back out to this green and white wire. That comes over to pull switch, and that comes out to black and white. Trace that, that's black and white, comes here. That goes two places. That goes to power switch or pressure switch inside the main cabinet, the air in cabinet. That's pressure switch into it, and then power from the pressure switch coming out to the power on the contactor. That's main power. A1 and A2 are the 24 volt triggers. So this is constant power, and when the switch opens and it needs air, it applies power to this. It closes this, which is the loader valve, and it opens this, which is the 30 hertz signal. So that goes away, and it runs up to 60 hertz. At the same time, this gets power. This red wire comes over here to the trigger. See, this is A1, A2, and then S in the middle. That's the trigger. So A1 is just constant power, which I have from the switch that's tied into the pressure switch. So that gets constant power because this is a delay timer. This is set to 15 minutes to keep within its duty cycle. And then when this loses power, that triggers the timer. And then that relay does two things. The front set of wires, the red and the blue, one is just 24-volt power coming out of the main switch. So 24-volt AC to 28, which is my timer, my hour counter, and my motor run light. Those are just daisy chained on 24-volt. That's temporary. That's all temporary. This is all temporary. This will get, soldered and all that stuff. But so those, I think, are the components. So yeah, this is, in my previous video, this is 30 hertz. So this is the preset. This is number 4. This goes to number, S4 and common. And then this one way back there. Those two go to number 1, S1. That's, that's just run forward command. So that's 6.5 minutes. So I'll do another video showing how it operates. Okay, bye.